Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly beading workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead Zuzi's FERNALIA design from the newest Beading School Academy theme box, the Fairy Forest. But before we would start, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I would like to make sure that everything is all right before we would start beading. So you should be able to see me from the Beading School YouTube channel and also from the Beading School Facebook page. I see Cindy saying hello. I see Sherry saying hi, Erika and friends. Wonderful. Can you hear me? Can you see me, ladies? Linda says, hello, Erika and ladies. Can hear and see you just fine. Thank you so much, Linda. Bernadette is here wishing a nice afternoon. Shelley, clear picture and great sound, she says. Lutka says, hi dear Erika and all dear ladies, I hear you and see you well. Asta, Jill, Corinne, Rachel, Sarah, Kimberly. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. I feel really good today. I'm calm and peaceful, so it's good to be away a little bit and just have a bit of a distance also from everything going on. Gapam is here and she says my box is coming today. Oh, that's a big reason to celebrate, dear Gapam. Ingrid is here, Joanna is here, Marlo. And Marlo says, good morning, Erika, and all the beautiful beaders all around the world. Lisette is here, Yosin, Anna, Belinda, Lita, Terry. And Terry says, hi, Erika and ladies. I missed No One Has to Bead Alone for several weeks and glad to be back. And it's so nice to have you back, dear Terry. How are you feeling today? Heather is here. Patty says, hope everyone is having a great day. Molly, Susanna is... Susanna says, I am holding my box. Oh my God. I will also hold my box because of you. And I will put away that absolutely ugly yellow plate from the background that I had next to the dishwasher, just that it doesn't show in the background. So I'm also holding my box. Everyone, hold your boxes. If you have it next to you, everyone at the same time, let's hold our boxes. We connect the beady energy. So, okay. Sharon is here, Claire is here, Loretta. Oh, Linda says my books gets delivered tomorrow. Then at least if we can't yet hold everyone or boxes because lots of boxes are still traveling, then when you get them, then snap a picture and show it in the beading school cover, and then we will have all this like beautiful beady energy together, like working with the same box, same colors, and I think it just feels always amazing to connect this way. Jacqueline is here. She will also get her box today. Orshika. And Lita says, Erika, your blues matches the beads I picked for today. Looking forward to speed beading. And so good to see you beading, dear Lita. And actually, I always try to match my outfits to the theme also a little bit. So if you match your beads to the theme, and since I matched my blues to the theme, then it's synergy. And Terry is doing great. And Ariana is here. Belinda will also get her box today. Sarah will get hers tomorrow. Robin is here. Terry will get hers today. Kimberly says Erika has lots of dishes around. There is no dishwasher here in the Airbnb. So that's the reason. But like, also there are like no shelves for the plates. So even the clean plates, they are stored on the table. And there are also, of course, my beads in the background. So it's not only mess. Oh, Yosin is waiting. Loretta also. Molly is waiting. Tanya is here. Ariana got her box delivered at work, but she got sick, so she's not there. Oh, I hope that you get well soon, dear Ariana. And oh my God, a box always makes me feel better, and beads always make me feel better. So you're sick and the box is away. That's like double trouble. Oh, I'm so sorry. Big hugs. Jessica, Katrina. Kimberly had her delivered today from FedEx. Merle is here. Deb. Deb says lightly snowing. Lutka will get hers today. Georgina joined. Jennifer joined. And Merle says she's waiting for her box. So lovely ladies, today indeed we are working with this first design from the Fairy Forest Beading School Academy team box. This is Zuzi's FERNALIA. And please allow me a moment to read the inspiration behind it. Susie wrote us so nice stories that I think it's really nice to go back to it for a second. So she says about FERNALIA. Imagine a fairy that is delicate and graceful and wears a crown of tiny blossoms. She summons morning dew to refresh the forest, leaving shimmering trails. She is joyful and carefree, loves to dance in sunlight. Dancer of the morning dew is FERNALIA. The small bezel is decorated with her favorite Preciosa sparkle, bicons and chaton montes. The motif is versatile and can be an earring, bracelet, or a ring. Experiment when adding the beads. You don't have to follow the tutorial to the very end for interesting results. Indeed, I already beaded one today, and it was such a nice motif to work with. And if you would like to read again the inspiration and also check out the other jewels that you can bead from your Fairy Forest Beading School Academy team box, then I just put the link to the blog article in the chat, the jewels from the Fairy Forest. So if you click on that link, then you can look up everything that you can choose from for your Beading School Academy team box. And at the same time, I would like to ask you, lady, okay, one more information. So the tutorial, the PDF tutorial that makes it easier for you to follow today's workshop, and also you can save it or print it for later. It's waiting for you at noonehastobedalone.com. Again, I will also put the link in the comment field. And as always, for No One Has to Be Alone workshops, we have two options waiting for you. Since No One Has to Be Alone started as my social contribution when the pandemics hit and we went into lockdown, then already since March 2020, and now we are actually celebrating the 5th year's anniversary of No One Has to Be Alone. Hold yourself, catch your breath. 5 years of beading together. So for 5 years already, for every week, we have a new design available for you, mostly designed by me, but lately also from my dear friends designers, Veronka, Zuzi, Vicky, sometimes Chloe, sometimes Laura, so Niti. So lots of my friends designers are also contributing. And for 3 days, you always, starting with the workshop, you always have the option to download the tutorial as a gift from Beading School and me, or you can also purchase it through the Beading School Bead Shop to support the video and the community to keep going. And we really value your company. This is like one of my favorite times of the week that really also gives me lots of energy. So I feel incredibly lucky and grateful that we do this together week by week. And Gapamu, you are so awesome. And I love it that you bring this up every single time. Like a special big hug going out for you. She says, and as every time, please, ladies, click the thumbs up button for Erika's video from today. Thank you so much, Gapamu, for doing that. Thank you so much for encouraging everyone for doing that. Ladies, it is just a few seconds, and it means so much to us. As you know, there are these algorithms on social media and everything. And if you don't do that, then Facebook and YouTube will not show beading school videos to other beaders. And this is super important for us. Of course, we really need your support through your sparkly bead orders to keep going, to keep managing the community, to keep bringing you No One Has to Bead Alone, to keep making the academy available. And we really, really appreciate each and every one of your sparkly bead orders. And if you hit that button, then we can get to more beaders easier instead of paying for lots of money for Facebook advertisement. So it really makes a big difference. It's super important, ladies. Thank you so much for doing that. And Gapamu, really, I'm super grateful to you that you bring this up every single time. And Terry says in the meantime, wow, that is amazing. 5 years. I love this time, and I am so happy that you decided to keep doing it. Thank you, Erika. And thank you also, Terry, for contributing so much to the group, to beading with each and every team with us. You ladies make this possible. And Lita says, that is such a tremendous commitment. I always, Ave of No One Has to Bead Alone. Generosity and kindness are the fairies that sit on your shoulders. Dear Lita, thank you. More big hugs flying everyone's way. Oh, and Bernadette says, I regret only that I joined this fantastic community 2 years ago. Dearest Bernadette, better later than never. And you also help your fellow beaders to join us as soon as possible if you hit that share button. And you can always look back at the videos. If you missed something, there is so much that we talked about, lots of technical questions, lots of beading knowledge. I really recommend looking up the YouTube channel. I am also posting the link of the YouTube channel, and you can learn so much from those older videos. And there are all the No One Has to Bead Alone workshops available there. And thank you, dear Molly. And Jessica says, thank you so much for these 5 years. I have learned a lot from you, and no one has to be alone. It was a great mental help during COVID and still are. Be proud of your accomplishment, Erika. And dear Jessica, thank you. And I also feel that I learned a lot from you ladies. We grew together on our bead mats and beyond. And it is amazing. I don't want to go into like big theatrical words. It is amazing. It is as it is. And yeah, let's go back to No One Has to Be the Lord FERNALIA. So yeah, PDF available for you. You can head over there to download it, noonehastobethelone.com. Make sure to download the gift version if you would like to take advantage from it within 3 days, or if there might be a problem, let us know within those 3 days, please, so we can help you out. And back to Susie's beautiful FERNALIA. I disappeared for a while, but back to Susie's beautiful FERNALIA. As she even writes it in her text in the blog post, it is a super versatile motif. And I already have one piece beaded here with me, and I can say that this is such a nice, sturdy and motif with a really interesting shape that bracelet at the bottom, that will, if someone beads it like that, it will be absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to look at it. And lovely ladies, we didn't have any homework for today, but I would like to recommend a little bit of extra education for you. If you would like to invest a bit more time into your beading, into expanding your beading knowledge over the next few days, maybe during the weekend, then we have an article on the Beading School blog called 10 Ideas on How to Use Chaton Roses in Your Beadwork. Chaton roses are the round stones, flatback round stones from Preciosa that we are going to use today. And I am really fond of them because these are the focal components from Preciosa that come in the widest possible selection of colors. And not only the basic ones, but also their AB versions, like the Shamrock AB, for example, that we had in the Shamrock Logbox earlier this week to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So Shamrock is already a color that is rarely available in, I can't even recall what other shape is made from the Shamrock color. And then we also have the Shamrock AB version. And actually you can do a lot with this tiny, cute chaton roses. They are 7 millimeter wide. There is also an 11 millimeter wide variation, by the way. And in the blog post, I show you how to decorate a filigree. I show you several beaded motifs where I used them, different kinds of bezels. What can you do with a square stitch bezel chaton rose? So it is just nice to look through. Maybe if you have already read it, then also just scroll through it. So when you have your chaton roses in your palm the next time and you are like, oh my God, I love this color, I need to do with it something because my fingers are itching, then it just pops into your mind because somewhere there in your subconscious, there are snippets of the article, the 10 ideas on how to use chaton roses in your beadwork. So, yeah. And Lita indeed says that she's planning to make a bracelet for the motif. And I can't wait to look at it, dear Lita. And as I said, the motif, it was designed by my dear friend Susie, and dear friend and colleague, and I'm so incredibly happy that I can work together with her, and I'm all emotional. And sorry if I'm a bit silly today, and more silly than usual, and more emotional than usual. I actually told about it earlier to you this week that I am going through an egg freezing fertility treatment, and it involves injecting myself with hormones. And it just, they say, I don't really notice many side effects, just a bit of pain, just because of the jabs. But my friends who went through it, they say, like, whatever you experience, it will be like 10 times more intense. So if Erika is happy and Erika is a bit silly, now it might be the time that you have to brace yourself, because it also got more intense. Hopefully I won't feel like crying during the upcoming days, because that will be 10 times more intense too. Anyway, oh my god, 20 minutes and I'm still talking, and I am still not at the beading part. I'm so sorry. So the material, it comes from the Fairy Forest Beading School Academy team box. I have the cover separately because every bead is here on the table around me, and it's an amazing team. And with this, well, on one hand, we will be talking about the fairies of the British Isles, but on the other hand, I want to make you believe that fairies are hiding behind the doors and in the flowers, and that miracles are possible in life. So that's it. Erika's philosophical minute. Always. And what kind of material do you need? For today's beautiful motif by Susie? Susie, are you watching, by the way? And thank you, Jacqueline. Big hugs. So what do you need today? As I mentioned, we are working with the chaton roses in the 7mm size. It's the SS34 in stone sizing. SS, it's stone size actually. So for one motif, you need one piece. And then you also need 2 pieces of the 4mm SS16 chaton montes. Those are the pointy ones set in a metal settings with 2 holes that can be crossed in a cross shape, but also parallel. Then you will also need 4mm and 3mm Preciosa bicon beads. From the 4mm size, you need 6 pieces for each motif, and from the 3mm size, you need only 4 for each motif. There are also 3mm and true to fire polished beads included in the motif. From the 3mm ones, you need 10 pieces per motif. And from the true twos, you need 6 pieces per motif. From the seed beads, you need Miyuki Delica size 11s, and then size 15 and size 11 Miyuki round seed beads. Both Susie and me included a Preciosa drop at the bottom, but it's totally optional. It's up to you. I think also the long 32mm glass drops in metal settings would look absolutely awesome. And also regarding the metal components, you need to personalize it based on what kind of jewel would you like to make. So for a bracelet, of course, you need a clasp. Maybe you would like to spruce it up with some crystal connectors between the motifs, so you actually don't need to bead so many motifs. You might need earring findings. I used this big one from the box and I love it. Oh my god, I'm going to wear this together with my fairy blues that I'm having today. So yeah, the rest is up to you. Lovelies, do you have any questions about the material? And then at the end of the video, you can have all kinds of questions, whatever you would like to ask me, I will tell you. Okay? Let's bead now, because my fingers are itching. I think lots of beaders are also growing impatient. But otherwise, yeah, tell me, do you have any questions about the material? In the meanwhile, while you are typing it in, I will just show you the video quickly, and then let's go. So I got two questions. One is from Gapamo, and she says, Erika, please put the earrings on and show us how it will look. I hope it stays, because I actually forgot to bring the back of the earring, but I will do my best. I will hold it from the back. So this is how it looks like. And despite the big ear stud, it feels very light. Okay, it stays actually. How do you like it? Sparkly, sparkly. And Lita asks if we can use suwan rhinestones instead of the chaton motifs. And not in this case, dear Rita, and such a good question, actually, because sometimes we can interchangeably use this. However, now we will need to cross the the chaton motifs parallel to each other. So as Susie says, you would need to improvise a bit. But now, oh, Cynthia says it's beautiful. I agree. I love it. And let's start beading. And I will switch to my hand camera. Oh my God, it's such a pleasure when it works. Oh, Erika says she loves how the earring looks like. Also, I would like to show it to you in a bigger version here under my hand camera. And now I also see my hand camera being super, super sharp. Is it good on your side? Let's go. So we will start with 6 pieces of 3mm fire polished beads and 6 pieces of Delica beads. And we will pick them up interchangeably, starting with a Delica bead. So 1 Delica, 1 fire polished, 1 Delica, 1 fire polished, and then repeating it until all the fire polished beads are gone. So I have the 6 Delica beads and the 6 fire polished beads on my needle. I work with my usual needle and usual Fireline, and I needed this time 75 centimeters of the Fireline. And I will bead through all of them now. I like to do that. It works better with my thread tension. Or you can just bead through the first one to connect these beads into a circle, as Susie suggests. So I beaded through everything. I bead also through the very first Delica and the very first fire polished bead. So I have the circle of the 12 beads, and now my goal is to pull the fire polished beads together. So I bead in a circle again, only through the fire polished beads, skipping the delica beads. So the delica beads get pushed outside of the circle slightly, and the fire polished beads will get pushed inside. And Corinne says she likes the look of the beads together, and I don't have that many beads with me because, of course, the luggage limitation, as I'm abroad for the surgery. But yeah, I have my fairy forest box, of course, and I wanted to do it a bit differently than Susie did, so that's why I chose the other color of the fire polished beads. And Molly and everyone says the camera looks good, so I'm super happy about that. So I have my little circle, and let's see what's happening in the next step. I will start the next step picking up new beads from one of the delicas. And I will need size 15 seed beads and the tiny true to fire polished beads. By the way, ladies, when we went to okay, that was an unexpected switch, but I'm back to the illustration. So when we went to Jablonec last year to the Crystal Valley, then we could make some great arrangements and we could expand the color assortment that we carry from the true to fire polished beads. So there are many, many colors available at beadingschool.com that are otherwise not available to beaders. But anyway, I beaded through one of the delica beads. Now I pick up 2 pieces of round 15 seed beads, 1 true to fire polished bead, and 2 more round 15 seed beads. And I skip the fire polished bead in the circle, and I bead through the next delica bead. Now I pulled my thread tight and I bead back through one of the round 15s. So always one round 15 will turn by 90 degrees and it will be part of both sequences neighboring each other. So now, instead of picking up 2 round 15s, since this one is part of the next sequence also, it's enough to pick up 1 round 15, 1 true to, and 2 more round 15s. Again, I bead through the next delica bead. Now I bead back through the last round 15, and again, this already becomes part of the next sequence. I pick up a round 15, a true to, and 2 more round 15s. I skip the fire polished and I bead through the next Miyuki delica. And I need to repeat this 2 more times, and the very last one, the 6th sequence, will be a tiny bit different. Lovely ladies, please let me know how is it going for you. Since I was talking so much, probably you have like 5 motifs ready already. So feel free to share. It does not embarrass me. Again, I beaded back through the last round 15. I pick up 1 round 15, 1 true to, and 2 more round 15s. I bead through the next delica. I bead back through the last round 15. I pull the thread tight, and then this is the last repetition that I do this way. So I pick up a round 15, a true 2, and 2 more round 15s. I bead through the delica, then back through a round 15, and at the point when you have 5 true 2 beads, 5 sequences already added, but you miss one sequence, then you know that, okay, you need to watch closely and it will be a bit different, because that last sequence requires you to pick up only one round 15, one true 2, and one more round 15, and then you bead down towards the delica through the very first round 15 that you picked up, and then you bead through the delica that you were starting from at the very beginning of this step. So when you look from this side, then there will be always a true 2 and a fire polished 3mm bead with holes parallel to each other. And then there will be 3 round 15s above each delica bead. 1 round 15 is part of both sequences, and then the other 2, they are in alignment with the true 2 bead. So double check if you are not 100% sure. If you have 6 round 50, 6 true 2s in the top circle, to make sure that your bezel is starting out well. And Deborah joined us also in the meantime. Hello, Deborah. So, lovelies, is it going well for you? Let me know if you have any questions. And let's see what's happening in step 3. So in step 3, I will pop in the chaton rose in the bezel, and I will hold it down with my thumb until I fix it. So the 3mm fire polished beads, they will be at the bottom of the bezel, and the true 2s, they will sit on the top edge of the chaton rose. I start from the delica bead in the bottom. I bead through 2 round 15s and the true 2. And now it's time to add delica beads to fix the top of the bezel to make sure that it holds the chaton rose well. So I will be adding Miyuki delica beads between the true 2 beads. And Ariane says, yes, all clear. Fran joined us. Hi, Fran. Deborah is saying howdy from Texas. Hello, everyone. So nice to be together from so many different parts of the world. We also get to learn a lot about each other's countries, habits, special days. Like on Monday, we were talking about the Irish St. Patrick's Day, and I designed a new pendant for you, the shamrock clock. And actually, some of you were asking if the cabochons and everything will be available on their own in the bead shop. And I think today might be the time. But don't distract yourself. It is the test of your focusing. If you can stay with me or if you rush to the bead shop, I will not share the link now. And Cindy says in the meantime, I love these colors for these beautiful earrings. Me too, I think they fit so well. And I added the 6 Miyuki delica beads between the true toes. My chaton rose needs a bit more security, so I bead all around one more time. And pull my thread tight. And Antoinette joined us. Hey, Antoinette. And I finish off this step by beading through two round 15s and the Milky Delica on the edge in the bottom row. So this is how it looks like from the side, from the top, and from the bottom. Oh, Tonya is accusing me from some terrible, terrible teasing. I will not even respond. And let's see the next step. And later you will see now during these steps that why it's important to have the chaton monte and why it unfortunately doesn't work this time with the sous ones because of the parallel thread passes. So for this step, we will need some round 15 seed beads, round 11 seed beads, and then some 4mm Preciosa bicon beads. Niti has an idea. She says, these would make lovely studs like this. And you are so right, Niti. We have those flatbed ear studs that you could glue to the back of the chaton rose. So indeed, you could make like super cute matching ear studs for a bracelet, for example. And let's see what's happening in this step. So I'm exiting a Delica bead in the bottom row between the 3mm fire polished beads. I pick up around 15. Oh, I also need the 2 pieces of 4mm chaton montes. Then I bead through one of the chaton montes through neighboring holes. So it's like, I like to call it a short crossing. Diagonally, it would be a long crossing, and this is a short cross. So I pick up around 15, chaton monte short cross, and one more round 15. And then I bead through the next Milky Delica, also in the bottom row. Then I pick up round 15, Preciosa bicon in 4mm size, round 11, bicon in 4mm size, round 11, bicon in 4mm size, round 15. So round 15 bicon, round 11 bicon, round 11 bicon, round 15. Then I skip one Delica in the basic round and I bead through the second Milky Delica in the same circle. So there will be like kind of like a semicircle-ish thingy. Oh my God, my vocabulary thingy. Forming. And then I'm exactly opposite of the first chaton monte. So I repeat this first part. I pick up around 15. I pick up a chaton monte short crossing. Then I pick up another round 15 and I bead through the next Milky Delica. And then I pick up the thingy again. So it's round 15, 4mm bicon, round 11, 4mm bicon, round 11, 4mm bicon, round 15. The thingy is ready. And I skip the first Milky Delica and I bead through the one that I was starting out from at the very beginning of this step. And Cindy, thank you so much for making me feel better. And also, dear Terry, thank you. And yeah, this is how it should look like at the moment. Please let me know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for the reassuring words about my English. And yeah, like I'm used to making mistakes from an early age because I grew up as Hungarian in Slovakia, so my Hungarian is different from the Hungarian spoken in Hungary. My Slovak is different because even if I grew up in that country, but my first language is Hungarian. So I think I just got used to it that I don't care about making mistakes until I'm understood and until I understand. So it's fine, but I always like to learn more and better. So I love expanding my knowledge. And thanks to you when you help me with that. In the next step, I will repeat the thread path while skipping the round 11 seed beads. So I will pull the bicon beads closer to each other. So I bead through round 15, chaton monte round 15, Miyuki Delica, round 15 bicon, then I skip the round 11, I bead through to the next bicon, again I skip the round 11 and I bead through the bicon and the round 15, and then again Miyuki Delica, round 15 chaton monte, round 15, Delica, and then again through the thingy while skipping the round 11s. And Patricia from Rome joined us. I love Rome so much, dear Patricia. When actually you placed your first order, then I always check and I always check like the new countries that pop in. And when I saw your order, and then I was like, oh my God, beads are traveling from beading school to Rome, then that felt really, really special because I love Rome. And you are so lucky to live in such a beautiful, inspiring place. It inspired the Dolce Vita collection 2 or 3 years ago at the Beading School Academy. It was many beaders' favorite. Thanks to your lovely, beautiful, amazing, inspiring, magnificent hometown. And lovelies, thank you also for your reassurance. Jacqueline says your English is fantastic. I love listening to you, and your teaching has always been soothing. Oh, thank you. And Kimberly says, I'm just amazed how you can multitask beading, reading or comments, thinking in one language and having to comment in another language all at the same time. Dear Kimberly, I'm thinking in English. So I'm not switching in my thoughts to Hungarian. By the way, I want to finish this step by exiting around 11. So I think in English. I have a journal that I showed today on my private Instagram account, and I also write in multiple languages, whatever feels comfortable at the same time. So yeah, my brain got rewired over the years. And Cindy says it is fun to make mistakes. Indeed. Someone actually recently tried to teach me the difference between pronouncing crepe and crepe, like the French pancakes. And sure, sorry, I'm vulgar again. And yeah, I didn't even know there is a difference. But anyway, I finished this part. I'm exiting the round 11, and let's see what else. Oh, also another friend of mine who is a native English, he taught me recently words when we were vintage furniture shopping. We both moved to our new homes recently, and we are trying to like fix the furniture as cheap as possible. So we went secondhand furniture shopping together, and he taught me new English words like tea cozy and candle, oh my god, I forgot, candle snipper, whatever, the thing that you use to put out your candles. Snuffer, candle snuffer, oh my god. So anyway, I'm exiting round 11. I pick up a 3mm bicon bead. I pick up a round 11, a round 15, another round 11, and then a 3mm bicon bead. And with this new sequence on my needle, I bead through round 11, bicon, round 15, and I pick up a 3mm fire polished bead and a round 11. Now I bead again, short crossing through the chaton monte, but through the other pair of holes. So exiting the round 15, I picked up 3mm fire polished bead and a round 11, and I bead through the outside pair of holes. Then I pick up round 11 and 3mm fire polished bead, and I bead through round 15, 4mm Preciosa bicon bead, and round 11. Now it's time to pick up 3mm Preciosa bicon, round 11, round 15, round 11, 3mm Preciosa bicon, and I bead through round 11, 4mm Preciosa bicon, and round 15. Oh, and Jacqueline says, I think Portuguese and speak English. I am too old to change. Oh, and Gapamo says, next level to learn language is German. Somehow, I'm sorry, but I'm not attracted to German language. It doesn't sound... I know, there is Schiller, there is Goethe, so many more amazing artists to read, but it doesn't sound poetic for me. Recently, when I visited France, then I tried to learn a bit of French in December. But yeah, it's hard, but I find it absolutely beautiful. And yeah, a candle snuffer. Thanks, ladies. So, are you still keeping up with me, ladies, and with the tutorial, or I lost you with the crepes, candle snuffer, tea cozy, whatever philosophical stuff about languages? And Terry said she loved learning German when she lived there. And I picked up my last round 11 and 3mm fire polished bead, and then I just bead through a round 15, a Preciosa bicon, and a round 11. It's a really quick little motif, unless you talk so much as I do. And now I will repeat the thread path around the edge with a little modification. So when I bead through 3mm bicon and round 11, afterwards I skip the round 15, I bead through round 11, bicon, round 11, and continue until exiting the round 11 next to the chaton monte. Here I pick up 3 pieces of round 15s, and instead of beading through the chaton monte, I skip the chaton monte, and with the 3 round 15s on my needle, I bead directly to the round 11 and the fire polished bead. And I repeat the same on the other side. So when I'm here, then I skip the round 15 to make the motif more pointier. Grammar, Erika, focus. And then when I'm next to the chaton monte, then instead of beading through the chaton monte, I pick up 3 round 15s and bead from round 11 to round 11. So this is how the motif looks like, ladies. And this is how I finished mine. So I used this big, beautiful, fairy tale-y ear stud. And then at the bottom, I added the Preciosa pendant. And a little extra that I did, that when I beaded one more time all around the motif, then I skipped the middle round 15 here to make this also pointy. Somehow, I think the rounded edge, it also looks beautiful, but somehow with my pointy shapes, also the ear stud being pointy, I felt that if the side is a bit pointy too, then everything is just more unified. So lovely ladies, now is the time to ask your questions about the motif, about the academy, about the Irish box, but also whatever is on your mind. Oh, Lita is struggling with the bezel. Maybe, Lita, dear Lita, try to tie a knot after you did the first circle. Then it might be easier to hold it together with better tension. That would be my suggestion. And Kimberly says, French is the only other language I learned. Well done then, Kimberly. It is hard. And she says, but it did not stick because I was never really immersed in it. But I find myself thinking in French sometimes, even though I don't speak fluent. And we don't have to be perfect in the languages to use them. I think once one of my professors at university, I studied actually linguistics, she said that if we are able to deal with the situations that life brings us for that specific language, then we can say that we speak that language. Because it was, in Slovakia, and she asked us, Hungarian students, that, can you say that you speak Slovak? And none of us raised our hands. And she was like, come on, you are here in the capital. You are dealing with everything. You can speak Slovak. We were just, unfortunately, it happened that we were made feel that we are not equal because we made mistakes. So, but luckily those times are over. But she encouraged us to be brave and say, like, yes, I do speak the language. And Gapamu, your English is great. And Jacqueline says, so sparkly. And Cindy says, gorgeous. And Cindy is asking, is it harder to bead around the 7mm chaton? And dear Cindy, in my opinion, it can be a little bit trickier, because when you have the classic chaton with the pointy back, then it also helps you keep it in place. But since this is flat back, then it can be a bit more slippery, in my opinion. But for example, whenever we are talking with my friends designers and we are dividing that who will bead what for the next team, Zuzi is always volunteering for the chaton roses because she loves them absolutely. So it's just a matter of preference. And Loretta says, can't wait to bead this motif. And Kimberly says, oh my OMG, this earring component is so gorgeous. And Robin says, in the beginning, when you skip the delicas, should they be pushed to the back or to the front? Dear Robin, such a good question. They are in one line with the fire polished beads. So not to the back, not to the front, outside of the circle. Oh, and Terry says, I was not sure about the big earring finding, but they look very nice with this design. And I agree with you, Terry. Like, I knew that they are beautiful, but I was like, oh my God, we will need like a big motif to go with it. But in fact, not. This looks great. It wears great. And Susie says, no shame in learning. Indeed, we should embrace mistakes and our learning curve. Everyone has a different learning curve in languages, in beading, in other things in life. We will get there if we want to. And lovely ladies, I will switch back to my face. And I would like to also tell you, just please keep sharing your beautiful jewels in the club. It's always so encouraging to see, and we keep inspiring each other. It's like this, like we put in the energy and then we get back a lot more, and it just feels so good. So please keep doing that. I'm always so happy when I can like drink a tea or a coffee and then just scroll through the club and comment and see you being proud of yourselves. So thanks for keeping the club so lively. Next week on Tuesday, we will have a coffee time with Erika, and I will be talking about Czech glass bead making, because we learned so much last year, and I would love to share with you a big piece of knowledge how beads are made in the Czech Republic. It will be super valuable. I don't think that ever a video like that was put together by any kind of bead company. So make sure to join me, and you will be able to learn a lot about the manufacturing process. On Thursday, we will have a retro No One Has to Bead Alone that you can bead from the new Fairy Forest box. It is the dragonfly body. And the reason why I decided to switch the two designs, today's and next week's, is because next week, at the end of next week, I don't know which day yet, but I will have the surgery. And it should be fine. It shouldn't be a big deal, but yeah, I will go into anesthesia for the first time in my life, and I'm not actually afraid of it. But probably if it happens that day or the day before, then maybe I will not do my best to show up for the video, so you will be able to watch the recording and bead these colors of the dragonfly body. This was beaded by Aniko, by the way. And I would like to remind you that we still have some boxes from the Fairy Forest left. So please tell your beading friends about it. We would love to have them as fellow students. So please invite them to beadingschoolacademy.com to join this fairy tale, marvelous, miraculous team of ours. And lovely. That was a surprise. But anyway, so this week there was St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. And as I am going through all these changes and big tasks in my life, I moved to my own home. I will live on my own for the first time in my life, actually. And yes, I am going through separation after a 22-year-old relationship. And yes, I am here now for this surgery in Spain. So there are very big changes happening in my life. But all is for the better. And I'm on a journey that I enjoy so much that even organizing things, every little step feels so good. And that makes me so sure about my decisions and so much in alignment with my values that it also got me thinking about, am I lucky? Or did I make this work? And my opinion is that we can be lucky. But if we are not ready to grab the luck, to grab the leprechaun with the pot of gold, then luck doesn't matter at all. So you can make the difference in your life. Step by step, you can make the difference in life. And that's something that we can learn from Irish people, in my opinion, their positive approach and their belief in luck. So on Monday, I showed you the Shamrock Lock box inspired by the Emerald Island and St. Patrick's Day. And I would like to invite you to join in the fun and bead with me the Shamrock Lock pendant. And also from today, the components, most of them are available on their own in the beading school bead shop. And I wanted to show you that actually when we were testing that which color of which is the perfect green, then my dear colleagues in the beading school atelier, they painted several versions of the Kaylee cabochons, and now even these are available in a limited amount in the beading school bead shop. I will share the links with you. So this is for the box, and this is for the Shamrock Lock category in the beading school bead shop in the inspiration section. So if you would like to feel the luck and search with me together for the pot of gold, then hit those buttons, click those links, and let's bead together the Shamrock Lock pendant. And I still want to look back at the questions. So Palima is asking, Erika, I got the turquoise box and I love your boxes so much that I would like to upgrade for the next one. Is it possible? How should I do it? Dear Patricia, thank you so much for loving the boxes. Like, truly, they are kind of my children. And what you can do is you can email the treasury at info@beadingschool.com, or you can go to your account at beadingschool.com, cancel your current subscription, and then sign up for the next one. But please make sure, if you don't want another Shamrock Lock, another Fairy Forest box, because now we have set up the subscription for the Fairy Forest. So please email the treasury if you want to get the fuchsia one from the next one, not from this one already, okay? And Kimberly says, in the meanwhile, the journey can be beautiful and can create harmony with us, and where we fit in with the world. Totally. And thank you, everyone, for your well wishes. Tanya will also have surgery next week, so hopefully you can be here with us on Tuesday. And Tanya, we will be thinking of you. Every finger crossed that it goes well. And I'm so happy, Tanya, to have you here with us. Many of us know your journey, and you're incredible. Ooh, Lita says, anesthesia can linger for a few days, even a week in our system. Don't sign any contracts. I should finalize my divorce next week. Maybe I shouldn't do that next week after anesthesia. Thanks for the warning. No, all is well on that side. So thank you so much, ladies. And enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the light snowfall if it's still happening in your country. And yeah, let's believe in the fairies and the miracles and in our luck. Have a lovely afternoon and see you soon. Bye-bye.